Hello friends, you're with the Lonesome Gamer and I'm playing Eldritch Horror. Now this is probably going to be the last video of the series and it's still possibly to win for me, but it's going to be very hard. So I got a plan. The basic idea is we have a few real problems. One of them is the doppelganger here, which if he is activated will push the doom track forward. The doom track is now at 5, so there is not too much room left here. Then we have this warlock, which brings a curse under certain conditions onto some investigator. We have, well, I think we have 2 blue gates, 1 red and, no, actually 2 red and 2 green gates. Wow. So I assume we have maybe 2 or 3 rounds left to play something like that. Now the basic idea is I want to completely place my bets on Leo Anderson and George Barnaby. I want to give them basically every item and every card I have, and then they're gonna both move here to Panama. First, fight the spawn of Azathoth, which would give me a clue token if I manage to kill that. It would place a clue token here on that sheet, and then if I can solve a few of these encounters here, maybe only 3, I don't know if every successful encounter gives you a clue token, I might actually be able to win in the next 2 or 3 turns. There is really hope left. And, well, that's the plan. So we start with Trish. And now we should not make any mistakes here, but shouldn't be so hard actually. So Trish simply travels here, and then she gives all the cards she has to George Barnaby, including at least this ship ticket and maybe even, I don't know, might be a good idea. Yeah, probably there is no reason to hold on to any clue tokens now. So I think George will also get the clue tokens here. Yeah, he won't need a train, so there's no reason to give him that. Okay. So that was her actions. And then it's Leo. Now what is he gonna do? Well, let me think this through. He's gonna travel. He's gonna move 1 space, then discard his ship, and then he's gonna move here. So that was his first action. Now, as a second action, he's going to use the bone pipes. He's got to test lore. If you pass, you may spend 1 sanity to choose 1 monster on your space or an adjacent space. The chosen monster loses 2 health or moves 1 space. Okay. So, we got 2 lore, but we got an additional lore because of the Agents of Secrets. And, wow. So that would be 3. Is that all we have? I think so. There's the Arcane Scholar, which would give us another one, but we can only use 1 card as a modifier. So I think we have 3 lore here. Okay. Now let's hope for the best. And that was a pretty bad start, actually. So 1, 2, 3. That's what we have. I can re-roll one of these dice with the Arcane Scholar. And I also can re-roll another die because of the Agent of Secrets. So I'm going to re-roll these 2. And there we go. That's a success. Very good. That was important. So this allows me now to do 2 damage to the spawn of Azathoth. There we go. And I lose a sanity. Well, that's okay. Okay, so that was his action. Now then it's Charlie. So what is he going to do? Well, let's see. Okay, Charlie will allow George with his special action to perform a travel action. So George moves 1 space, then he spends the ticket that he received from Trish and moves to San Francisco. And now he uses the astral travel spell, so he can spend 1 sanity and move an additional space. So now he also ends up here. And he hasn't had an action yet. That was basically the travel action he got from Charlie. And then it's Charlie again, and he can now do something else. I'm not absolutely sure if I want to go down with him here or there. I think I'm going to go here. Maybe I can close that gate if I'm lucky. Although the chances are not very high because I'm simply a pretty weak character. Okay, and now it's George. George has 2 actions left. With the first action, he's going to trade with Leo. And as you can imagine now, there are definitely a lot of ways to optimize that. So I'm gonna kind of find out which is the best thing so that both characters have kind of a great mix of cards. Actually, I realized George had the Glass of Mortlan. You may prevent the loss of 1 sanity when resolving your spell effects. So he doesn't have to pay. He doesn't have to pay sanity when using the astral travel. That's how I read that. Okay, so I guess I'm done here. I've traded all kinds of things now. And I guess I'm fine. So I still have an action left. That was the first thing I did with him, trading these items. And what I'm going to do now, I also traded the bone pipes. So now he's going to use them. He hasn't done that action in this turn. It was Leo. So he's going to use the bone pipes. He's going to test lore. He's got 3. And +1 for the arcane scholar. So that's 4. 4 dice for him. Let's hope for the best here. Now that sucked. Only 1s and 2s. That's pretty bad. He can reroll a die with the arcane scholar. And that's a 3, which is bad. So now it's a good idea that we've given him the clue tokens. He wants to reroll that die too. That's a 2. Another 1. And he did it! Damn, this was important. Okay, so the clue tokens are gone. But he finally managed to get this bone pipe work. So that means he takes a sanity. Or he loses a sanity. And he can give 2 more wounds to the spawn of Azathoth. So it's already down at 1 wound now. And I'm pretty sure Leo can kill that thing in this turn. Okay. So that was basically the action of the action phase. And now we come to the encounter phase. And it's her in Tokyo. And we're going to get rid of one of these guys. Maybe here the warlock. Would be awesome if he would go away. Let's see. We're going to draw an encounter here. Brilliant physicist Hantaro Nagaoka offers you a deal saying that he can use spatial disruptions as a weapon. You may gain an agreement condition to discard 1 monster on any space with toughness equal to or less than the number of gates on the game board. Okay, now that's pretty cool. So we have 5 gates on the board. You're not allowed to discard monsters. You cannot discard these epic monsters. That's sad. But we can now discard... I wonder which one I want. Probably the warlock. With his curse ability, that's really nasty. So yeah, we want to get rid of this warlock. And so he goes away. And we got to take this condition then, this agreement condition. Okay, now let's hope this is not too bad. As a local action, we can do an influence test and spend 2 clues to discard this card. That's pretty harsh. Roll a die on a 1 or 2. The time has come for you to pay your dues. Flip this card. Well, let's see. Let's hope it was worth it. And now it's Leo Anderson, and he's got to fight the spawn of Azathoth. So I hope this is not too bad now. I mean, first we got to do a horror check, a -1 horror check or will test. So we got a will of 3 and the Vatican missionary. So that brings it to a 4. And these were 2 successes. So that is, oh no, damn, it's only a 3. Shit. So we got to roll again. Great. No successes, but we can reroll 2 dice because it's this gambler's thing. And we can actually reroll another dice because of the Vatican missionary. So we can reroll them all. And this time we had 1 success. So we lose 2 sanity. That's a little sad, but okay. I'm still doing not too bad, I guess. And, well, Yeah. And then we can fight this thing, and that means we have a strength of 3 plus 4 for the Holy Spear. It's important to note that the Holy Spear is a magical weapon, so we can use that now against this monster. So that means we have 7 dice, which is quite a bit, and we only have to do 1 damage. That's not true, we have 7 dice minus 2. There is that modifier here. Do we have any way to reroll this? No. So we definitely want to kill this thing now. Come on, 1 success. Yes, there it is. That's our success. So we managed to kill this thing. When this epic monster is defeated, place 1 clue on the Ancient One sheet. And by the way, we're going to lose 1. We're going to take 1 wound, but that's okay. Okay. Very cool. Very good. 1 clue goes here. So 3 more to go. But now, after having a combat encounter, a successful one, we can still have an encounter here on that space. So that means now I can still try to fortify or seal the portal here. Sealing the portal. A spawn of Azathoth has materialized from the darkening portal to attack the ritual site. Again? Holy moly. You lead its attention away from the ritual in hopes of subduing it. As you skirmish... No, that's not the same. As you skirmish with the writhing horror, you attempt to discern its weaknesses. Now we got to do a observation minus 1 test. Okay, we got an observation of 3 plus 1. So we got 3. Come on. And we didn't make it. Okay, now we can reroll 1 die here. And yes, there we go. That's it. Amidst the flailing tentacles, you'd spot its pulsating heart. You utter a prayer to Nodens and attack. Okay, now you may gain a Dark Pact condition to roll 3 additional dice. If your test result is equal to or greater than the number of Eldritch tokens on the Omen track, the beast is slain. Place 1 clue on the Ancient One's sheet. You gotta be kidding. Now that's gonna be really harsh. We have a strength of 2. If we take the Dark Pact, that will bring us to 5. We would need 4 successes. This is ridiculous. No, 3 successes. Three successes. My goodness. You want to risk that? I don't know. We would end up with 4 dice. Well, we can reroll quite a few of them. We also have this Dark Pact then, of course. That's a problem. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to take the Dark Pact condition. So if it's triggered, roll a die. On a 1, it's time to fulfill your part of the bargain, flip this card. This can be really nasty, but the game is not going to last forever anymore, and so I think we have to take a more well, a positive approach, you know. Okay, we have now 5 dice. I think we have a strength of 3. Do we have an additional strength somewhere? That's only for combat encounters. Nope. Sadly, we cannot use the gambler's dice a second time. But okay. So, okay. We got a strength of 3. Oh, come on. Plus 3 gives me 6 minus 1 is 5 dice. We need 3 successes. We have 2 focus, 1 clue, and the silver key. So that gives me 4 rerolls. It's possible. I mean, basically these are 9 dice and 3 successes. That's a little bit of luck. We can do this. Come on. That's a very good start. 2 successes. That's what we have right now. That's pretty awesome. Okay, well, let's start to burn the focus. Okay, come on. Ah, shit. And another one. Let's take one of these. That might be a good omen. Come on. Shit. Ugh, how horrible. We got 2 more options. Come on, don't let me down. Yeah! Ha! That's it. There we go. We managed to kill this thing. Pretty awesome. It was close, but we did it. Okay. Well, until now, it's not too bad, is it? We can place a clue here. 2. Very good. Charlie's encounter. Okay, so he wants to close that gate. I don't know, I have my doubts, but we can try it anyway. It goes to Yugoth. Strange luminescent murals have been painted on the dark stone. They depict a family of outer gods. You may spend one focus, or maybe not, to learn the story being shown. If you spend the focus, resolve the pass effect. If you do not spend the focus, resolve the fail effect. Yeah? As you pass the murals, radiation burns appear on your skin. Lose 1 health. Well, I'm close to death now. You struggle to keep going, so we got to do a will check with only 2 dice, but there's always an option. Oh, not that way. Shit. It would have been possible to close the gate. But not like that. That's bad luck. No rerolls. But okay. So, and now it's George, and well, he's also going to try to seal the portal, obviously. With the portal glaring down upon you and the world smothered by the eclipse, dark thoughts plague you. Can you really trust those close to you? What dark motivations could they be harboring? We got to do a will -1 test. Okay, we got a will of 3. Any additional will? Yeah, no. That's all only during combat encounters. That sucks. Well, seems like we gotta make it without any bonus then. Okay, well, why not? So, 2 dice. Come on. Okay, that's basically not too bad because that's a 4. So we can use the focus to move on. Because as a special ability, once per round you may spend 1 focus to add 1 to the result of 1 die when resolving a test. So we passed that test. You overcome your anxiety and resolve to complete the ritual to seal the portal, taking comfort in the presence of your allies and all that they have done for you. Exactly. So that's a lore -1. So let's see. We have, I think, this guy here. That's a +1. So that gives him then a lore of 4. -1 is a lore of 3. Yeah. And we can reroll ones with the Arcane Scholar. Come on. Don't let me down. Yeah, 2 successes. Woo! Add 1 success to your test result for each solved mystery. You gotta... Oh, shit. Ah, shit. That's not good enough. We haven't solved the mystery yet. That is so painful. Okay, we can wait a second, it's not over yet. We can reroll 1. We can reroll that die. So there is still a chance. Come on. Ugh, shit. That wasn't good enough. And I think there is no. There is nothing we can do. Well, bad luck here. So the magic goes away, a monster ambushes you. That's not good. Let's see what it is. Now this isn't too bad. That's the Child of the Gold with a magical resistance. But it should be possible to kill that. No will check here. And we gotta do a strength test. We got the automatic. So we got a strength of 4 actually. And we got the hired muscle. That allows us to reroll 1. Yeah, 4 dice and we can reroll 1. Ooh, oh that sucked. And okay, that didn't work out. But I think that's it. We lose 2, which isn't great. But I think that's then the end. We have to fight 1 single combat round from what I remember. And then this thing goes away, but I'm gonna check that in the rules. Okay, so only the mystery card remains to be drawn. That sucks. Losing hope, a tentacle, that's never good. So this thing moves on, and we gotta place another Eldritch token here, which might make things even harder now. Then we have 2 red gates. That means this thing moves 2 spaces ahead. Okay, we have a monster search. That means 2 monsters show up on each red gate. So we have a cultist and a Chocho. And they go here. And then here in Shanghai, we have the Servitor of the Outer Gods. Pretty nasty guy. And a zombie. Not good. But okay, and then we can spawn 2 clues. So the first one is right here in Alaska, and the other one is at the pyramids. Losing hope. The sun set hours ago, but you are nowhere near falling asleep. Your mind reels with the thoughts of all the places around the world where madness and brutality crawl into this world from alien landscapes. Oh. Oh, that's bad. Each investigator loses 1 sanity for each gate on the game board that corresponds to the current omen. Okay, that's a problem, but we'll still survive that for now. But it's definitely painful. This guy loses 2. Oh, he's in a pretty good condition. That's interesting. And, well, he's also fine for now. But we got to do something about Leo. Okay. Well, that's it. Let's go to the next turn. Okay, let's see. Not absolutely sure what to do. I think what is that? Courier run. Okay, so what is Trish gonna do? Well, first she's gonna heal. We don't want the Doom track move on too many spaces simply because one of you gets mad or something like that. Then I'm gonna try to do I'm gonna try to buy some stuff here. I've got an influence of 3. Okay, these are 2 successes, which is actually not bad. So I'm wondering if I want the private investigator, but I think it's a better idea to give them, or to give it to them, to give him to them. So I'm going to take this courier needed, which is not really cool, but it allows me to place another asset there, which might be useful for the other guys. The map of ley lines. Wow. Now that is definitely great. +1 lore and +1 will. That's a great item. Okay, now this is this courier run. When you play this, when you gain this card from the deck, place 1 random clue that corresponds to a city space face up on this card. Okay, there are not too many clues left, but a few. Now let's see what that is. Oops. Yeah, great. Is that a city? No, that's the heart of Africa. Shit. Now there we go, that's Rome. Okay. We can please go back. Yeah. After resolving a location counter on that space, flip this card. Well, okay, fine. It's probably not going to happen, but as I said, I just wanted to get some more interesting stuff on the reserve here. Okay, it's Leo now, and, well, he's definitely going to heal. So that gives him... And actually, he can discard the fresh fruit. So you gain 1 additional health and an additional sanity here. That's very useful. So he's back to 5 health and 3 sanity. Okay, so let's see, what else can we do? Well, we got 1 action left. We could try to open that chest. We could try to gain the private investigator. Will that be helpful? Well, I mean, he would allow us to re-roll an additional die. Or we could focus. Maybe focus would actually be the best. Hard to tell. Yeah, I think I'm going to focus. Okay. Now that was his action. And then it's Charlie Kane. And what he's going to try, he's going to try to get us this map of the ley lines. This is just too awesome. And so he's got to roll 4 dice. And 2 successes would be enough, because then he can take this bank loan here. That's only 1 success. So that's not good enough. No way to get that. That's sad. But okay. And then... Well... Not sure. Okay, I'm gonna give George an extra action. So, what is he gonna do? He's gonna read in the book De Vermis Mysteriis. Try to improve his observation skills. So, let's see, he's got a lore of 3, plus 1 for the scholar, so that gives him a 4. Oh boy. Now that sucked, but he can re-roll a die. Oh shit. Not good enough here. So yeah, didn't work out. Bad luck. Wasted action. Anyway. And then it's George, and of course he's going to do a focus action. These are so powerful for him. And then, well, I'm torn between healing and trying to get the map of the ley lines. Well, it's going to be hard to get that map, though. I mean, I got an influence of 4. I need 2 successes. I could take a bank loan then. But it's going to be pretty harsh. I think I'm going to heal. I prefer that. So I'm going to get another one here. And another sanity. Is there anything I can do while resting? Maybe there's some weird card here. Oh, wait a second. He actually rested too. So I forgot I could open the chest with a strength test. So I got a strength of 3. Yeah, that's basically it. I got a strength of 3. Whoa! Now that's convincing. At first you wondered why such an object was stored with so much protection. You see now that whoever had sealed the chest had the right of it. If an object of such power were to find its way into the wrong hands, the entire world could be endangered. Gain 1 artifact. Now that is great. Now let's see. What is it? A cursed sphere. Whoa. Gain +2 to all skills. That is pretty powerful. If it's triggered, we're in trouble. But with the Witch Doctor, that's a pretty cool item, because that simply allows us to discard a cursed condition. Roll 1 die on a 1 or 2, gain a cursed condition, but hey, this is just awesome. Now Leo is really in good shape. Yeah, that was definitely worth it. And okay, I think I'm done here. Yeah, I did the focus, I did the rest action. No, wait a minute. Here, I could try to read this stuff on the stone tablet. Lore -1. 3 plus 1. That's a 4. -1 is a 3 again. And a success. Let's see what we get. As you read the ancient writing, you feel your mind ascending into the depths of space. You explore other worlds for what feels like an eternity, until at long last you discover a new sense of purpose. Resolve one effect of your choice. Gain 1 focus. Then flip this card. Gain 2 task unique assets and discard 1 of them. Then discard this card. I'm going to get the focus. Yeah, I'm going to take that focus. It's just a normal reroll, but that could win the game in the end. Okay, now we're going to see the encounter phase, and this time it's going to be really interesting. First we start at Tokyo. That's not so interesting, actually. Strange man dressed in the charred robes of a monk offers you help in exchange for knowledge. You may spend 1 clue to convince the black monk, and so on. That's not going to happen because we don't have any clues. Wait a second. Did she do a rest action? I think she actually did. Then she would have a clue now. No, that's not true. It's just a standard action to get a clue, not combined with a rest action. Okay, well, so there's nothing going to happen. And now, man, this is going to be interesting. We might have... Let's see. Is that the last round already? We have 1 blue gate. We have 2 blue gates. Well, we might have another turn left. It's going to be close, but it's possible. But let's hope. It might not be necessary. Now this guy is trying to seal the portal. To be honest, I don't really understand what these cards are for. Fortifying the barrier. I have no idea. So I'm simply going to draw another card, because it says here you can try to resolve a sealing the portal special encounter, and it's not about fortifying the barrier. So yeah, there we go, sealing the portal. The high-pitched howl of an ancient ritual reverberates throughout the energy-charged ruins, but the massive portal in the sky remains unaffected. You realize that one of the gargantuan standing stones is out of place and try to move it. Okay, it's a little bit ridiculous, imagining like this guy is, I don't know, moving a 50-ton stone, but whatever. At least he's got the cursed sphere, which makes everything possible. So he has now a strength of 3. Plus 2, that's a strength of 5 then. And, well, that's all he has, but this is pretty good anyway. He has a single reroll, or the gambler's dice. Now let's hope for the best. Strength of 5, come on. Okay, these are 2 successes. That's pretty good. That's not true. Actually, it's a plus 2, it's a minus 1. So we have only 5 dice. Holy shit. Oh yeah, it's... No, wait a second. 3 plus 2. Yeah, we have only 4 dice. Ugh, shit. I mean... Okay, let's say we passed it. I mean, we had 2 successes. Yeah, I guess we passed it. And I think it's fair. So we can remove a success here. With a great rumble, a beam of pure white light fires into the portal. Immediately, your mind is assaulted by an elder being. So we gotta pass a will -1 check. Okay, so that means we have a will of 5, 2. So that's a will of 4 then. Okay. Let's hope for the best here. Come on. Yeah, there we go. There it is, our success. But here's the problem. What? Add 1 success to your test result for each solved mystery. Yeah. If your test result is 3 or greater, you shut the being out. This is ridiculously tough. Oh, shit. Okay, so here's the thing. We need 2 more successes. Is that possible? Well, technically, I think it is. Okay. We can re-roll because of the missionary. So we're going to take that 1 and re-roll that. Okay, there we go. That's our second success. Now we got a 2, a 3, and twice a 5. That's important because of these gambler's dice. I'm going to spend the focus. And roll again. Oh, please. Come on. Oh, damn it. Okay, we got a 1, a 3, and twice a 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the silver key. But that's my last chance here. Don't let me down. Ah, fuck it. Not good enough. That's so painful. Yeah, not even a 3. Ah, shit. I assume this is not a Mystic Ruins encounter. It's a Seal the Portal encounter. So I cannot reroll this thing here. Yeah. Well, not good enough here. Okay. Well, it seems like we would gain 2 madness conditions then. We ended up with a paranoia and hallucinations. That's sad. I mean, that was really close, but okay. Sad. Pretty frustrating. Anyway, well, Charlie. Okay, he's gonna try to seal the gate. I mean, I don't know what to do else. The Great Hall of Celiano. You are stunned to see a familiar face reading through tomes of dark sorcery. You try to catch a glimpse of what he's reading without alerting him to your presence. 2 dice, an observation -1 test. Success. You learn what he's been reading and realize that he has opened a portal between worlds. Close this gate. That's a good thing because during the next round, this thing would have moved on. Afterward, you examine the book that he was reading. Okay, now let's see. We have a lore test. 2 dice. Nope. If you fail, you never encountered such horrors before. Lose 2 sanity. Ah, still fine here. Okay, at least that was good. And George. Good old George. Well, I would recommend to seal the portal now, or at least be successful here once. At the heart of the ruins, the eclipse reveals an ancient portal which leads to the domain of an elder god. You must summon the courage to enter the realm of the long-forgotten protector, or all that you have accomplished may become lost. A will test -1. Okay, we got a will of 3. But I'm pretty sure we might have some modifiers or not. No. Ah, shit. No modifiers here, only during combat encounters. Well, then we gotta do it with 2, huh? Shit. Okay, we can reroll once. Basically, we only need a 4, then we could spend our focus. Oh boy, now that sucked. How bad is that? Hard to tell. It really is. I mean... shit. Okay, come on, we're gonna spend the next focus. Let's do it, the last one. Yeah, here we go. That's it. Through the portal, you attempt to locate the master's dwelling. Wait a second. Yeah, okay. So we got to do an observation test now. Okay, but here we got something, I guess. Oh shit, that's only during research encounters. Simply not good enough here. So we have only an observation value of 1. Oh boy. Oh, anyway, it's possible. Yeah, there we go, that's a 5. If you pass, the Elder God will help you for a price. You may spend 3 health and 3 sanity to place 1 clue on the ancient sheet. Well, actually, I'm gonna do that. That will kill me. That will kill me. But I think it's worth it. There is still Leo left. So he's got to do it pretty much alone. But hey, who cares? Okay, I think I'm dead here. Is there anything I can do? Anything I can throw away instead of a... I think that's not possible. No way. Nope. Okay, so that's it. That kills me. Which is okay. At least we managed to place a clue there. Okay, so we need 1 more. Okay, now that's pretty crazy now, because the Doom track moves on 1 space. So if not for Charlie, who had closed the blue gate, it would actually not have been possible to do this sacrifice. And if we would not have done that sacrifice, the omen would have been advanced by 1 anyway. So that means if Charlie would not have been able to close the gate here, we had actually lost by now. So he's already a hero, that's for sure. Okay. Okay, now let's do the mystery phase. Let's hope it's not too bad. Okay, that's probably not such a bad thing, because there is not this trigger event happening. I guess that's pretty good. So now this moves on, and the Doom track moves 1 space forward, so it's now at 1. Another space and the game is over, so probably in the next turn the game will end. We got 2 monsters at... Now this goes to Tunguska, the color of the... from outer space, and that one is another cultist. Now this goes to London. Just checking if I'm not mistaken, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. And then we can spawn 2 clues. Oh gosh, we have the Heart of Africa and number 3, which is that here? No. Where is that? Oh, it's down here somewhere. Here. Okay. Well, and then legitimate banking. The man in the suit slides the contract across the desk. We've spoken to the police and the customs agents, and all of the necessary payments have been made. If you just sign this, indicating that you understand your obligations, you can be on your way. His assistant places a pen in your hand. Okay, the lead investigator gets a debt condition. That's not a big deal. If the lead investor already had a debt condition, he resolves the record in effect on that card, treating all the roles as ones. Well, okay, who cares? As I said, not a big deal. Okay, we have a new guy in the team, Norman Withers. It's him. And he might be pretty perfect. I mean, an astronomer at the scene, that's basically exactly what you want in this situation. So, he starts in Arkham, which is good because it's basically right next to Panama. Now, let's see. Who goes first? I think Norman actually should go first. And no, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, maybe it does. Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure here who should go first. So the idea is, if we're going to do some tests there, and if I move, let's say, with Charlie also here, just to have an additional guy that can attempt it. I don't want to start with Charlie doing a test, because the chance that he dies during that test is very high. And that will move the Doom token to 1. So I obviously want to start with Norman. So he's going to be the first player, and Charlie is going to be the last player. So, yeah, if Charlie screws it, then it doesn't matter anyway, because then the game would be over anyway. So, it's Norman. He prepares for travel. Oh, wait a minute, he might actually start with an item. 1 Feed the Mind spell. Okay, let's find that. Okay, here we are. Feed the Mind. Test lore -1. If you pass, choose an investigator on your space to improve 1 spell. Now that's kind of neat. So he prepares for travel, grabs a ship token, and then moves to Panama. Okay, Trish. Is there anything he can do, or she can do? Anything helpful? Hard to tell. I really doubt it. Now what do I want to do with Trish? I have no idea, honestly. Maybe I should buy... I can try to buy something here to get another free space. And maybe find something useful here. Let's do that. So I'm going to roll 3 dice, actually. Okay, that's a success. So I could take a bank loan, and then I could buy basically anything except for the map of the ley lines. Perform a rest action. You may attempt to open the puzzle box. I could do that. Once per round, you may spend 1 focus in the place of spending 1 clue. Not very useful, but... on the other hand... okay. I guess I'm gonna take the puzzle box. I think we won't have the time. Well, who knows. Let's do it. And then just for the fun of it, I'm gonna try the test, but I can refill the reserve. Now that's the Cultist Journal. Oh, that's not a bad one. Okay, we have the puzzle box. We got 2 dice. Open the puzzle box. Observation. Well, that's a success. So she gains an artifact. And discards the card. Very good. Lots of artifacts found. The Necronomicon. Test lore. If you pass, you may spend 1 sanity to gain 2 spells. That's extremely powerful, but a little too late now. Okay. And now it's him, and, well, let's see now what we want to do. Okay, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do a... now look at that. I'm going to do an acquire assets action. Now I get an influence of 2, which is pretty bad. Do I have any bonus? I don't think so. So I don't do an acquire assets action. I don't think I can do that. I'm going to do this test action here, try to gain an ally. And I had that. Very good. So that gives me now the private investigator. That's cool. And now I can actually trade with Norman. Okay, I thought this through, and actually it makes not too much sense to split the resources here, because if Leo wants to do that stuff, and he gives now, let's say, these things to him to improve his abilities a little bit, then there's nothing left for him. Because all these cool cards now, they're all gone. And there's not enough time to get them. All the cards that George had. So what I'm thinking about is, now that I started, actually, he's the first player. And if he fucks this up, then the Doom token might advance. So I think now that I give basically everything I have to him. He's at full strength, he's at full power, he's got 7 sanity, lots of stamina. He's got that ability, once per round you may spend 1 sanity in place of spending a clue. So he can at least reroll once, and the only problem is he's not that good in strength. But in the other, I mean, he's not much worse than Leo is, you know, only in strength basically. He has a higher will, and a higher lore value. So maybe that is not such a bad idea. Let's give him everything. Gambler's dice, simply everything. Well, whatever. Okay. So, Okay. That was the trading action here. I want the best guy to start, because the others are more or less just desperate attempts then. So, and he's the first player, so he has to take this stuff. And finally it's Charlie. So what is he gonna do? Well, first we can actually draw another card here. That's an 18 Derringer. You may add 1 to the result of one die when resolving a strength test during combat encounters. Okay, now I wonder if I want that map of the ley lines. Would that be helpful for him? Well, it would give him actually an additional will, but we already have that. And a lore, that's also something we have. So basically there is no use in that. This is only good in combat encounters, so also not that great. Once per round you may spend 1 focus in place of spending a clue. Well, that's neat. But I'm gonna move with Charlie 1 space here, and then I'm gonna allow this guy to do a focus action. Okay. Well, that's it. We're ready to go. So, Norman, he just arrived from Arkham with the knowledge of an experienced astronomer. So either this guy now makes it, or our chances are pretty much at 0. Let's see. That's going to be interesting. Sealing the portal. The ancient civilization that built this place appears to have warded it against outsiders. You have somehow activated the security mechanism. Frantically, you search for a way to disable it. So, we're talking about a observation -1 test. We got an observation of 3, +1, that's 4. So 3 again. No, not good enough. But we can. Was it 1, 3, and 4? I think. I'm not sure, but I think it was. We can re-roll one of these dice because of the private investigator. I'm going to re-roll the 1. Oh, great. That's another 1. We can re-roll another one of these dice with the Agents of Secret. Come on. Now that's a 5. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's 1 success now. Let's see. The guardian spirits of these ruins appear, and you implore them to help. You may discard 1 relic to position to roll 2 additional dice. Do we have that? Do we have a relic? Oh, that's not good at all. Oh no, come on. You gotta be kidding. Ah, shit, I don't believe that I don't have a... Yes, there is a relic weapon. Okay, so we can actually discard that spear. If your test result is equal or greater... Okay, that's not so bad. Then the number of Eldritch tokens on the Omen track. The spirits will help. Place 1 clue on the Ancient One sheet. Otherwise, the Guardians banish you, move to a random space. Okay, so that's actually not so bad. We have 2 additional dice. We have an influence of 4. What? No, fuck that. That's not a 4, that's a 1. Holy shit. Now that's horrible. Oh boy. Well, seems like that's it, huh? We cannot do it. We simply can't. Oh shit. now. We don't even get 4 dice. Oh boy. We only have 3 dice, and we would have need 4. Well, that's not good enough. Shit. The other guy could have done it. Oh man. That is really frustrating now. Wait a second, I'm not right here. This is not true. I forgot the cursed sphere. I forgot that before already. That gives me +2. Whew. Okay. Now that's 3. +2 is 5. Okay. Wow. So we need 4 successes here, but we got at least 2 rerolls. Well, it's possible. It is. We need a damn good roll. Now this is it, I guess. Let's see. Come on. Ugh. Boy, that sucked. Okay, we got now 3 times a 4. So, no, I think that's it now. Well, we can reroll this one. In theory, there is a chance, but it's very unlikely. Okay, let's start with this, the gambler's dice. So, we can reroll these 2, and basically we need 2 successes now. If we don't make that, it's over. Oh gosh. No way here, so that's basically it. We have the silver key, we have the focus, but it is simply not enough. It is simply not enough. Which is a shame. And we end up on a random space. Well, okay, that's not important. We can draw a clue token and end up in London, but who cares? Well, that's up here. Sad. Well then, Trish, she has to have an encounter at Hong Kong, and she draws a general encounter this time. A group of intimidating syndicate members demand you pay them for protection. If you offer the well-dressed man what you can afford, well, you offer them that. So it's a 3 influence test. Yep, got a success here. Okay, that's it. Nothing happens. And now it's Leo. Well, he can give it a try, but without the proper items, I doubt that he has a chance. Sealing the portal. On the far side of the portal, you find yourself in a massive amphitheater, suspended in the vast emptiness of space. In the center, the dark man, presiding over a jury of faceless beings, informs you from his bench that humanity is on trial. So we have to do an influence test. -1. It's not looking good. He's not the best lawyer for humanity here. So we only have a single die, and he didn't make it. Despite your efforts, your well-reasoned arguments do not move the jury. The dark man strikes the bench with his gavel, unmaking you in an instant. You are devoured. Okay, that's it. Doomtrack moves 1 step forward. Game over. Well, okay, that's bad luck. It was really close. But, yeah. Okay, I think I had a great time, although I've lost that, but it was a pretty awesome game. I made that bad mistakes here at the pyramids. I'm pretty sure it would have changed the game if I would not have tried to kill the Lang Spider there for, I don't know, 4 turns or something. And if Leo could have moved on earlier on, I might have had a better chance. Well, What about the new expansion? I really like it. It's absolutely cool. The general idea of this mystic, of this additional place that you have now, in addition to this expedition space, that is cool. I think that's really, that adds some theme and some nice options to the game. Also the old one is interesting. Meeting there, trying to solve these really, really tough adventures at the end. So yeah, definitely a good expansion. I mean, it's obvious, and it was obvious from the beginning, that this game would improve with the expansions. This is one of these games like, I don't know, Arkham Horror or Talisman or whatever, that simply needs expansions. I mean, that's, yeah, it's obvious. Well, okay. Hope you enjoyed it. A little sad I didn't make it, but I think it was a good game. Hope to see you in the next video on lonesomegamer.com. Bye.